Tonight's the night for football, everybody. The bright lights are on, the stage is set, and the crowd is ready. It's Monday Night Primetime on EA Sports. As the work week kicks off tonight, another week of football comes to an end with a Monday Night Primetime contest between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Carolina Panthers. Everyone's still celebrating the return of regular season football, and we're away in week 2. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10.
Get it! Go check! Go check! Ready?
Sending him on the dive. Pretty good start here for him. 6 yards on that opening play.
Well, that run may not move the chains, Kate. That's such a confidence builder. Sets the tone for more play action, maybe more runs. That's exactly how you want to start a drive.
2nd down, looking for options. Has him on the quick hitter. And they send him out of bounds as he gets this to the opposing 45. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs. Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. They're working a couple of yards past the line. That's Nolan Smith there for the stop.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Panther Street! Panther Street!
Back to the well again. And he nearly gets them into the red zone as he's down at the 22. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
Those unsung heroes, those big guys up front on the O-line, let's give them a little love right here, Kate. They don't always get the attention they deserve on a broadcast, but let me tell you, they played a huge role in that big old run.
To the line and set. Here we go, 1st down.
Here we go, shot! Cougar 19! Hurt! Hurt! Right there, hurt!
Another carry for it. Caught off a tackle, but he lost the football! And the Birds got to it! Well, that right there is exactly how you kill some momentum. An early setback, no doubt, but their first time out fumbling in away in enemy territory, that's tough.
And such a bummer, right? Because the journey was going well. You script for success, you get that ball moving, and then you're right, you just lose all sorts of momentum. Got to recapture it the next time out.
Philadelphia settled and ready. It's 1st and 10. They run it with Saquon Barkley. And it looks like they'll give him about 2 on the opening play of this drive.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. From the gun, again to Brooks. Crashes through a tackle. And they'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
You want to drain some of the excitement, some of the noise from a home stadium? It's exactly how you do it when you go on the road. Run it right down their throat from the jump.
1st and 10 from the 43. Barkley on the shotgun handoff. And he gets absolutely pumped to end that one. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game. Right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage. B, it sets up your play action. And C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
They've got a man in motion. Wilson on the shotgun handoff. Excellent play defensively as they get to him behind the line. That's going to bring up 3rd down. And that right there, an early look at somebody who might just be the impact player in this ballgame.
Yeah, there's no question this strong safety loves to come downhill. Now, as an offense, you've got to adjust. You've got to throw over the top if he's willing to be that aggressive.
This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12.
Let's go now.
3rd and long. They're going to throw. It's a screen to Barkley. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks.
I'm a big fan of the screen pass. Really, you can run a screen as they just showed on any play. 1st, 2nd, 3rd down, sometimes even 4th. But it takes great acumen, a great football IQ defensively to have an awareness it's coming, and then more importantly, to stop it.
And it's a turnover to begin their game. That's incomplete on 4th, and it's going to go over on downs.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen. One of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge the next time the ball comes his way.
They'll run here on 1st down. And he's going to be hauled down after a gain of about 7. It's 2nd down.
The cool thing about a drive-starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I'd like to reward that run. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
This is Cox. That's Bowers working downfield. And he's going to be stopped, but not before dealing some damage. He's down to the 12. That one goes for 31 yards and a 1st down when all is said and done.
Kate, I've probably seen a million balls thrown in my life, and maybe even more. From the time I was in high school all the way here to the pros, and over all these decades of watching guys throw it, and I'll tell you what, I never get tired of watching a laser like that.
From the red zone on 1st. And he's got it. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers take a 6-0 lead in the 1st quarter. It's plays like this that make him so well regarded across this league, Brock.
Yeah, such just a difference-making receiver, Kate. You expect him to be the target down here. You did, I did, the defenders did. What makes him a star is even when people know his number's being called, he still finds a way to deliver.
That one right down the middle. And the Panthers will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Now Fitzgerald on to handle the kickoff. And he just sends this out and over the end zone. So no threat of a return. And they're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line. 1st and 10. They'll throw to begin this drive. Finds Barkley underneath. Shoves one away. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs. Well, you love when you can go from 1st down to 1st down, Brock. Makes things easy for an offense, and it is the primary reason that he gets looks that he does.
Every touch he gets has a solid chance of working out just like that, and it's why many of these 1st quarter looks have his name all over them.
They'll go from the gun with Barkley. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. 3 yards on the 1st down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Off the play fake, he'll throw. He's going deep. That's sent to the ground by a defender and incomplete. Would have been one for the highlight reel, but instead, they're facing 3rd down.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. Quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not 2 hands that got on the football.
And this one does not get close. He stopped after 3, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, it's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule, that kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
No place to go. They get him to the turf and force a turnover on downs.
Hey, I am all for aggression. You get 4 downs, go for it. But I do have to wonder here, Kate, after being denied once again, is there going to be a trust level on that sidelines to go for it the next time they get this shot?
Here we go, here we go. Cowboy 80. Steady.
On first down, they'll run. And he finds space for about a 3-yard gain. Knocked down by Jahan Campbell.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on second down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
They'll go play action. He rolls to his right. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete. Tried getting that one to Brock Bowers. And now they're going to face third down. Well, they connected on 3 straight before that throw, Brock. Might not be perfect anymore on this drive, but they are still moving it well.
And I don't expect that one to interrupt his progress very long. They're still on a mission this series, and he's the one driving it.
To the air on third and long. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up fourth down.
The number of times we see quarterbacks with his running ability make plays, critical plays on third down, it's got to be refreshing for that defense to finally see them on the right side of it.
And this hits at the 4 before taking a bounce into the end zone. That's a touchback. Eagles getting ready. Here comes first and 10.
Here we go, here we go. Cowboy 80.
Now he'll throw off the play fake. Lasers this one deep down the middle. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. He got second down.
Not a bad first look for him in the contest, this contest. And I love them taking a shot, Kate. It's a shame, though, because this defense will tip the cap. They played that ball better than he could.
After the incompletion, second and 10 once again from the 20.
Let's go now.
Now a shotgun handoff to Brooks. And some excellent work to drive them all the way out past the 30-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12. First and 10 from the 32. They'll throw it. Jump off caught by his back. And they're all over that screen, Brock. Didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And that's going to do it for our first quarter here on Monday Night Primetime. 7-0 is our score. We'll take a brief pause and head back to Bank of America Stadium after this. Ready now for our second quarter. The Eagles have the football. They have second down behind the sticks. Forced out to his right. He's running with it. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock. You know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that. It's a good thing you woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
Panthers countering with a dime package here. Third down. It's caught by Wilson. And this great effort winds up getting them well into enemy territory before he's brought down. Give him 24 yards on that one. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Back to pass on first and 10. Finds him over the middle. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. He'll get 16 yards on that play. And that'll be good for a Philadelphia first down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Bringing the offense up to the line. First and 10. to throw. Too much on that, and it sails through the end zone, incomplete.
So far, this script, well, it's dictated some early looks for this running back, and now you're seeing the adjustment defensively. Not so easy on those checkdowns. Nowhere for that ball to go.
On second down, it's Brooks. And he'll gain about 7 on this one as he gets him down into the red zone.
Every offense in this league is looking for a back who can be an athlete and a bruiser at the same time. You feel lucky if you got one. Someone who can, well, eat up space when the lanes are open and deliver a little punishment to stretch plays when that tackler tries to meet him in the hole.
Thinking touchdown, but they will not get it. It's incomplete. And maybe worse, Brock. It's going to bring up fourth down. Tough to blame him for that drop, Brock. Even if it would have been a touchdown, that was a great effort defensively, timing that hit, keeping them from hitting the end zone.
Reaction and burst. You get in the red zone defensively, you'll hear it all the time. You cannot wait. You've got to react, and then you got to burst. And that defender does a tremendous job of breaking that pass up with contact.
So the field goal team stays sidelined. They're going to go for this.
Here we go, set. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
They're going for it. He bats it forward on a quick touch pass. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made. It's a gain of 4 there, and the huge conversion gets them a new set of downs. Offense getting set. Here's 1st and 10. Here's a throw. Into the end zone, but someone's able to knock it away. That's incomplete. That throw doesn't lead to 6. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down. Great play defensively there to just get a hand in there and deny that touchdown.
That's exactly right. Active hands and aggressive mindset. As a DB, you've got to assume that every throw is going to be a
touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles start to fight back with their first points of this game. Now Jake Elliott on to attempt the extra point. The point after splits the upright. And the Eagles tie this game 7-7. After tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
So good field position for the Panthers. Starting this drive, 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll throw. Makes the grab and bounds left side. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs. One play in, Brock, and this drive is already in enemy territory.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
79. Ready?
They go play action on 1st down. Working the sideline. Oh, he got it. Drug the feet. That's a catch.
Well, much credit goes to just about everybody on that offense. Guys up front didn't give the QB enough time to let that play develop. Excellent effort by that receiver to stay alive and for the quarterback to scan the field and find his completion.
Out of the gun. They'll give it to him inside. And this is headed the wrong way. They're going to lose yards here. It's going to bring up 3rd down.
He was taken down.
What was supposed to move the chains or at least make 3rd down easier to handle instead? Did the exact opposite here, Kate. It now makes this 3rd down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
3rd and 6 for them to figure out now.
Track 70, Timberwolf. Ready?
They'll throw. 3rd and long. Diving forward, and he makes the catch. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that's good for a Panthers first.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Here we go, set.
He'll look to throw. Dumps it off to his running back. Big gap up the middle. And he is all the way ahead to the 13-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's going to bring up a Carolina 1st down. Quite a defensive battle, Brock, that we have got so far as we've reached our 2-minute warning. More coming up from Bank of America Stadium, though. Stick around.
Ready? Liking 18. Let's go.
Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And they take it across the goal line for a Carolina touchdown. The Panthers get some late points and the lead. Well, Brock, he found himself some space to work, and from there, wow, all athleticism as he made his way into the end zone.
You got that right, Kate. Just that speed. You got to have some different gear when you get down here to the red zone. It's hard to score rushing touchdowns, and that running back sees the open space, he sees the green pass, and he finishes it off with 6.
That one splits the uprights. And the Panthers break that tie and now lead by 7. Now Fitzgerald on to handle the kickoff. This will end up as a touchback.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, first and 10. Throwing off the play fake. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's second and 10. He just got rid of it, Brock, but he was still in that tackle box. This is going to draw the flag. No one in the area. He was still in the pocket. Seems like a pretty cut and dry intentional grounding to me.
Seems like you want to be an official someday, Kate.
Maybe.
Yeah, because you nailed that one.
60
Putting the tight end in motion. Here he goes, third and long. He beams one, deep right side. And they really went for it on third down, didn't they? But the heave falls incomplete. Now they're facing fourth down.
That one really stings, Kate, because you want to convert there and not only keep this drive going for points, because now you're giving your opponent a chance to go pad that lead before halftime. That's a no-no.
Fair catch made here at the 30-yard line.
And taken. The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard
We've set it
line.
downs for him from the 31.
70 Timberwolves. 60 Bison. 60. Go, Riggs. Go.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he gets some decent yardage there before they send him out. Looks like about 6, so we've got second and 4.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
Run picks up 6, so that means it's second and 4.
Let's go now. Panther 6. Hurt. Right there. Hurt. Let's go.
Back-to-back carries here. Blast through midfield. And he's out to end a nice little run there, but I don't think he's going to get to keep the yardage. That penalty flag might wipe this away. I'll take second down behind the sticks now after that holding call.
70 Lions.
They'll work against the blitz. Cuts. This is Xavier Leggett. They'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. So 20 yards on that play. And that's good for a Panthers first.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about 2 things: separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks. That's the trust. And then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Eagles are going to have it after his second interception of the season. Well, I know I don't need to tell you, partner, but if you're going to try to get aggressive, really push a throw downfield like that, you have to be smart about how you do it.
Yeah, that is spot on, Kate. If you've got to find that spot when you know the coverage won't be able to hold up, especially as you go 20, 30, 40 yards down the field. Hey, listen, these defenders in the league today, you throw a ball deep down the field like that, it turns into a 50-50 ball. More times than not, they can make a play and take it away just as they did.
Airing it out to start this drive. It is caught left side. And they shove him out. Looks like he got about 6 before they did so. It's second down.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot. Give your quarterback a chance.
Second and 3 now. He's going to throw this one. Short pass brought in. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
New set of downs for him from the 31. And motion him out of the backfield left. Completed over the middle. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. Now a timeout taken by the offense, and we're going to see if they try for 2 plays here or just try the field goal right now. So a new set of downs. Here we go. First and 10. From the red zone now. And they don't connect there, so only 6 seconds remaining.
Well, that's not the uniform you want to see almost bringing it in. They are so fortunate to have another shot down here after the near pick.
Had the chance to escape with a pick. Defense got to buckle down now as they line up for second down. Sticking to the air here. That's much too high and out of the end zone. Incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. That's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. Jake Elliott out to put up 3 for the Eagles. This only a chip shot from the right hash. Elliott connects there. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game. So we're through 2 quarters now. Still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports.
Ryan Fitzgerald to kick off for Carolina.
Now Fitzgerald on to handle the kickoff. To return this, Rashid Shaheed. Pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Philadelphia settled and ready. It's first and 10. They're going play action. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete.
This defense, they had a plan. And they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down. Barkley trying this up the gut. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. It's a gain of 12 on that one, and that's good for an Eagles first down.
Having been in enough locker rooms at halftime, Kate, I know what the messaging was in there. Start the game out out by sending a message. Doesn't matter you're trailing, run right at them and go make a point.
On first down, here comes Brooks. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
I just love that so much, Kate. Yeah, they trailed at the break, but that doesn't deter you from running the ball. And results like that will more than likely have them lean into the run game.
Here's first and 10 from the 47.
Let's go. 19, Charger, 19.
Again, it's Brooks. And he's going to have this one down to the 37. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
That result right there is why coaches all across all levels of football on defense talk about good, solid tackling. It's not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when you can bring a guy down, you're able to, and keep them from piling on those yards.
We've set it downs from the 37. First down, play action. Flushed out of the pocket. Throwing this one back at the end zone. He's got it. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles take the lead right away in half number 2. Elliott on now to attempt the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Eagles push their lead to 3.
14.
The kick team out there for the Eagles, and this one is set away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
So good field position for the Panthers, starting this drive, first and 10. Takes the handoff, now to throw. Connection made to the rookie from Iowa. Touchdown, Carolina! The Panthers grab the lead on their first series of the half. And that right there, Brock, is a touchdown I think our fellow broadcaster Greg Olsen would be proud of. A big strike to the tight end that I don't think a lot of receivers could have pulled off and make it look as easy.
You know, a lot of times you're splitting hairs talking about the differences between tight ends and receivers at this level because a lot of those guys, they work the same route tree and they move with the football, well, just like their receiver teammates. And they can score some lengthy touchdowns too, just like he showed off.
Now Fitzgerald on to handle the kickoff. Doesn't like what he sees, so we got a touchback. They're going to begin this drive at the 35-yard line.
35-yard line.
Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, first and 10. Starting on the ground here with Barkley. He'll be stopped after just about a yard. Second and 9 coming up.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. Looking to throw here. Dumped off to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds at his own 45. A 9-yard gain and good for a first down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45. Off the play fake, he'll throw. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
5 yards.
They call play action. Would have been better to actually give it to him on a carry right there, Kate. The front was fooled for about a split second, if that. And that play call ended up working in their favor as it leads to a sack.
Quick throw is caught. And they nearly picked up the first down with that effort. Ball advances to the 45-yard line.
Just how many times do we see teams go to this route? You can go to a Little League field, tell them to, hey, run to the post. It's a playbook staple. And he's someone you could depend on to create space and make catches out of it.
Barkley gets it on third down. And this defense is going to win this rep. They hold strong there in the middle, get him down right at the line. Fourth down coming up.
It's fourth down and less than a yard.
Fourth down and inches, just too tempting to pass up. They're going to go for it. They motion the tight end over. Looking to throw. And he's touched as they pick up that first down on 4.
That's just discipline with a capital D. The play in the huddle is a running back screen, but it takes discipline for that offensive line to not get downfield. Discipline for that receiver to stay alert, stay aware that he's a viable option as well.
Here we go, set.
Throwing now off the play action. Bails out of the pocket quick. Firing it deep, left side. That one's cut at the 10-yard line. It's a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles take a third-quarter lead.
Those front office personnel people love to pair speedy wide receivers and ask their coaches to do just that. Put some play action in there. Let him go run, because with his speed, that route is a winner, chicken dinner.
That one right down the middle. And the Eagles push their lead to 3. The kick team out there for the Eagles, and this one is sent away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock, so they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. So good field position for the Panthers. Starting this drive, 1st and 10. Now he'll throw off the play fake. He lofts one deep, center of the field. And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on first down, but just couldn't make the connection. Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10.
Ready? Cowboy 80. Go.
Here's the handoff. And they drop him with a big hit, but that's going to sting worse for the defense. A big gain, and the chain's moving too. They pick up 14 yards on that one, and that's going to bring up a Carolina first down.
Danger, Kate. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
Here we go, set. Panther 60, Panthers.
First down, and they go right back to it. Breaks through and breaks away. To the house, touchdown, Carolina! The Panthers take a third-quarter lead. Wow, just sensational speed from the back that time, Brock. He found a seam, got through it, and he was gone.
You know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters, right? And you love those, and you appreciate guys that can get on base. But it's the home run hitters that are the difference makers, and what a big-time effort.
Now Fitzgerald on to handle the kickoff. And he's going to field this one in the end zone without a return. So that's going to bring us out to the 35-yard line. Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. They'll start this one out with Barkley. And somehow he manages to get back to the line of scrimmage before going down. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
Where one defender fails, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball, make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Now looking to throw. Got a lock behind this one. Downfield it goes. This is caught inside the 15. It's a huge pickup on the play. And that'll be good for a Philadelphia first down.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You've got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
That's much too high and out of the end zone. Incomplete.
I'm not sure if he expected him to go up and get that or not, Kate, or if that was the only spot he felt like he could deliver it safely. This guy's got the goods to bring those types of throws in, but not this time.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10.
Let's go now. 60 Bison, 60 Bison, go!
Quick throw to the left is complete. And he gets it in. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles take a lead just before the end of the 3rd. So he finds his man in space, and then the wideout takes advantage. Nice finish there to take it in for 6.
Yeah, no question about it. We know points are always a premium in this league, and this really becomes a 3 to 4 point play. Right? When you don't have to settle for field goals, you could throw it underneath, and your receivers do that much damage in the open field and score a touchdown. That's big time.
On the return, here comes Xavier Legette. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
26-yard line.
Hold the ready.
Panthers look just about ready. 1st and 10.
Go! 60 Bison.
Here's the one back on the handoff. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. And it's not just some quarterbacks, Brock Huard, who gotta have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
Into a crowd, and intercepted! And the Eagles get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season.
Well, obviously not the cleanest game without true interceptions, but here's the key. This is where mental toughness for a quarterback becomes so critical. And frankly, why some of the best QBs playing today have baseball in their background, because you flush your mistakes. Okay, you strike out and throw an interception, but you got to go get it in that next series. Got to put these interceptions behind and press forward ahead.
A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. But that's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
Toss play to Barkley. Room to the right. And he's taken down as they very quickly get into 1st and goal. That's 16 on the pickup. And now they have a 1st and goal.
First down. 1st and goal, Philadelphia.
So just 1 quarter to go on Monday Night Primetime. It's Eagles football trying to carry this lead across the finish line. All set up for an insurance score here. It's 1st and goal. Putting a receiver in motion. Now quick to the left, it's caught. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Barkley going to try to smash his way in. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Eagles parlay the interception into points. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. Point after added on by Elliott. And the Eagles make it a 10-point ball game.
Panthers 28.
The kick team out there for the Eagles, and this one is sent away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. So good field position for the Panthers. Starting this drive, 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
No surprise to see the quarterback go back to that well. That security blanket that's been his tight end all game long. But finally, this defense has an answer.
Back to the air they go on 2nd down. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he's going to take this down to the opposing 44. They got 21 yards on the play. And that's good for a Panthers first.
At the 44-yard line.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44.
Ready! Panther streak.
Sending him on the dive. And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup.
Really good patience right there. It's hard to do for runners in this league because these holes close up so fast. But he was patient. He was explosive. He got a nice little gain on the ground.
Cowboy 80.
Back to the well again. And all he can get is a yard here, Brock. It's going to be 3rd down.
At the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Come on, set. Ready, right?
Oh, no, they get him yet again. Jacorian Bennett has it. And the Eagles will take over as he records his first interception of our season. Well, we all remember they were able to turn that first interception into a touchdown, and now they get a chance to do it again.
Yeah, takeaways are A1. We know that. Every defensive preaches it, but when you could score off those turnovers, points off takeaways, that often leads to huge results for your team.
And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. It's a gain of 22, and that's good for an Eagles first down.
I love these inside runs. Don't get away from them. You never know. You think it's going to be a short little gain, and then boom, get the right blocking, a possessed running back, and you get some serious yards on the table.
To the left side, and wheeled in by Wilson. And he's brought down at the line.
And the defense was all over that throw, able to stop it right at the line. They could smell that one coming, and they sniffed it out in a hurry.
Second and 10, need to get some positive yardage here.
Here we go.
And bring the tight end in motion. Second and 10, here's a pass. Finds a man, right side. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10. Barkley on the shotgun handoff. And a nice start here on 1st down. He gets him 6 before the stop is made.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3. Now a shotgun handoff to Brooks. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line. That play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps this drive moving.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
First down, a run with Barkley. And some nice running there on that 7-yard gain. Make it second down.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
And he gets it in. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles can put this out of reach as they make it a 16-point lead. And the kick is good. And we're going to have some extra yardage added to the kickoff on the roughing call. All right, so they like the results on the field, and they're going to decline this penalty. The kick team out there for the Eagles, and this one is sent away. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. So good field position for the Panthers. Starting this drive, 1st and 10. Back to work after throwing the pick. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Hey, I get it. If any of their pass catchers have what it takes to beat double coverage, it's him. The kids would say, he's him. That defense knew it's why they doubled him and knocked it away.
Lone back gets the handoff. Ooh, and he is cracked at the tail end of that play. A good hit, but sure would have loved for it to have come earlier as he gets forward a bunch and gets him the first down. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12. Here's 1st and 10 from the 47. Off the play fake, he'll throw. This is caught. That's Bowers working downfield. And he's going to take this down to the 31 before he gets taken down. They get 22 out of that play. And that's going to bring up a Carolina 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Panther 11, Panther 11. Let go.
They're throwing it. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Picked off by Nakobe Dean. And the Eagles will get it back with some time to work with. We've reached the 2-minute warning.
I'll hear a lot of defensive coordinators say you've got to earn the right to rush the passer by doing work on the early downs. You know what this is, Kate? They've earned the right to be aggressive defensively with the work they did through 3 quarters, and this defense is cutting it loose.
And he has a gain of 4 on the run, which runs us up to the 2-minute warning.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground, you could throw beyond the sticks. You really create some indecision now defensively.
Lining up to take a knee on 2nd down. Drawn up for him. Setting up for the kneel down on 3rd. Drawn up for him.